everybody, welcome to an episode of Chad and Friends Beer Reviews. Henry's joining us for another back-to-back episode.
Back-to-back, I actually do change my clothes sometime. This is just 2 episodes in a row.
Which is par for the course when you're here.
Yes. And necessary, you were saying.
Yes, if you just saw our review of Murphy's Red Ale, that beer was so bad we had to drink another one to get the taste out of our mouth, and I actually didn't have anything else in the fridge. So Henry was kind enough to run to the beer store and get Saranac Irish Stout, which is a fairly new release from the Matt Brewery out in Utica, New York.
A limited release, according to the box.
Spring seasonal. What does the bottle say? Deep within the heart of the Irish lies an uncanny passion for what they call Leanne Daba, I don't know, or Black Ale. Saranac Irish Style Stout is a lavish beer blended with dark malts to create a coffee-like taste. Look for a roasted character that is surprisingly smooth and refreshing. Pint after pint. Cheers. 5.5% ABV.
That sounds cute, and it's an attractive label.
Yeah. I'm using my Saranac pint glass that Jay got me when I was at the brewery.
Official. I'm using a Guinness glass.
Yep.
You know, it is a little bit thinner and a little bit lighter than some other stouts. You know, it almost looks like Coca-Cola. You know, if you look closely there, you can see the way the bubbles hang to the side of the glass in mine. It does kind of look like a glass of Coca-Cola.
It's even darker though, because like it's straight up black. I don't even get any ruby red.
Yeah.
Nice head on it though, but
Sure.
like
Yeah, slightly brownish.
mocha kind of foamy.
Creamy.
Not
Smells
much
okay.
in the smell department, but
there is a slight chocolatiness to the aroma.
Yeah, it's kind of it's like a bitter chocolate.
But different than the last few we've had.
Very mild though. A little bit of a toasty malt in there.
Yeah, toasty malt, a little chocolatey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, as we were saying on the smell, it's kind of like ice, coffee, and chocolate.
Yeah, really getting the coffee flavor as I'm tasting it. It's very cold, it's refreshing, but it's also a little sour. It has a sort of sourness to it that I get in some of the oatmeal stouts.
Right.
But it's also thin, so...
I mean, I'm not sure I understand what you mean by sour. I mean, like when I think sour, I think like sour grape that you get in a lot of Russian Imperials.
Right, not that kind of sour. I don't know how I can properly articulate the difference, but it's more of a milk sour.
Right.
If that makes any sense. It's...
like a tang.
Yeah, there's sort of a tang, but it's sort of like a, you know, a mild mouth sour. That contributes to the aroma that's kind of got that, like I said, an acid smell earlier.
Right.
That sort of maybe bitter chocolate, maybe coffee. It's feeding into the mouth sourness. You know, it's not bad. It's actually kind of nice. It does remind me.
Yeah, it's hard to find an American Irish stout that is along the lines of a Guinness or Beamish or Murphy's.
Right. Which
I
this
actually,
is not.
Well,
This is, to me, this is different.
this is better than Guinness. This is more, it's more full-bodied. It has like a richer flavor. Because like whenever I drink those big three, like the first thing I think is, wow, this beer is watery. Not in the case of the Saranac. It's like, this is a beer, it's like at the very least is at least medium bodied. There's real flavor to detect here. Is a little bit of coffee, a little bit of chocolate. You know, it's not anything along the lines of, say, like a Rogue chocolate stout or even Young's double. It's just...
Though more similar
This is a sessionable dry stout. This is what it's supposed to be.
Right. Right. And I would say it's more similar to the Young's than to a Guinness, if that's any frame of reference.
Yeah, this is carbonated. It's not nitro charged.
Right.
So it's even a little bit crispy.
Very, yeah. This is exceptionally carbonated compared to some other stouts.
Yeah. It's also, it's very smooth though. it's, even though it's like a little bit crispy, it still goes down.
Yeah.
Almost as smooth as those nitro beers.
I'm not getting quite as smooth as you might be. I'm getting more crisp, less smooth.
I mean, it is like a touch watery. It's not.
Yeah, I could do with a little bit thicker. I think that if this was thicker, that sort of sour mouth flavor that I'm trying to get at, it finds a better home in some oatmeal or milk stouts.
Yeah. Well, I think I know what I'm going to say about this. I'm going to give this beer a 7. I think it's a good beer. It's, a solid performer. It's a solid 7. It's not, obviously it's not like, blowing my hair back or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not disappointed. And we're kind of, and as we talked about, and when I interviewed you about the whole grading on a curve thing, is that it's also, I guess you kind of are on this, is like, it's really difficult to go into an Irish stout expecting you're going to get a 9 or a 10, because it's not really intended to be something that you, like a Rogue Chocolate Stout or, like a Peshmore Stout or something like that. It's meant to be a solid performer. That's really all it's meant to do, in my theory. And in that aspect, it succeeds. It's, tasty and very drinkable. And how much was the price on this?
Close to $9.
$9 for a 6-pack.
8 something.
Yeah.
So.
Totally economical too. So, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna give it a 7. What are you thinking?
6. This beer is a 6. I was saying earlier, I don't know if I'll get a foreshadowing clip for this, but it's 3 times better than the Murphy's Red, which was a 2.
Right.
This is a 6. It's good. It's highly carbonated, but my interview there where we talked about what I like in a beer, there should be a symphony of things going on in the mouth, a sort of mixture of complex flavors. And here, it's good, but the flavors just, the symphony's out of tune, if you can understand what I mean. There's that sour mouth feel, there's that texture, there's the carbonation, and they're all just kind of missing each other just a little bit and are not in the harmony that I would like for, giving it a 7 or an 8.
Right.
And I know what you mean. Like, there are very few stouts that I would give a 10 to or even a 9 to. Some of my favorite stouts are, 8s. But this, it just falls a little bit short, and it makes a 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't dispute anything you said. I mean, I don't think it's, when you say sour, it's not like overtly sour. It's like a subtle note. And I do understand what you're
It's not a goose. It's not,
yeah,
an intended sour. It's just there's a mild sour to it that you get in some stouts.
And you don't even really mean that as like a detriment. It's...
Oh, no, not at all. That flavor can be good if matched properly with the other flavors and textures.
Right.
It's just here, like I say, it just kind of misses.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, totally understand where you're coming from. So, I guess that about does it for this episode. So, thanks to Henry for coming out and for making a beer run.
Yeah, and hey, a happy St. Patrick's Day, or if it's after, I hope that you had a happy St. Patrick's Day and that you will continue from here and evermore to have an amount of it.
See, I didn't even laugh this time.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.